Hey boys and girls, welcome back to the underground lair here at Stringman Guitars. We have ourselves a Squier P-Bass, but it's really the only thing left Squier about it is the neck. Everything else has been modified. We got bassline pickups, which are the predecessor to the quarter-pound pickups, upgraded pots, I believe a phase switch, an upgraded bridge, all shielded inside. The frets are in really good shape. I took the strings off and I went and doodled around and tightened everything up. We had some noise in the tone control, so I went and took a syringe and just dropped a little bit of deoxit, which I have in a little vial. I use a syringe, just drop it around the outside. You could do that with CTS pots. You can actually do it with alpha pots too. We set all of our saddles to level, so we have a starting point. Okay, now that we're in our picture, here is our bass. So it's got stickers. It's got, oh, it's got the original, I believe it's got the original. I don't know if that's the original string retainer or not. I don't even think that's the original. I don't see the slots in it. So I told you what I did. I am going to, though, the frets are fairly polishy, but I'm going to take some 36, do 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, just to take the tarnish off a little bit here. So we'll zoom into fast forward mode here. Okay, so everything's cleaned and you see how super polished the fretboard is and the frets. So we're good to go there. I'm going to go ahead and throw the strings on. Let me just take a look at the what the neck looks like right now. Neck is nearly right there. Nearly dead flat. Without tension, I'm going to try to put a little bit of can't be this, can it? Man, it feels like that's it. That's weird. 3/16. Now I know nobody would stick a Fender logo on or a Squier logo on a Fender neck. That's weird. I wonder, how old is this thing? Ah! That's why it's a 3/16. Made in Mexico neck. So it's an old Squier. That's why. Boy, that's weird with that logo. All right. Well, let's put some strings on it, boys and girls, and see where we can go from here. Hope this neck is still good. Give it a whack. So we're going to go to about there. Not quite 3 past. On every string except for the A. Down a hole. These tuners don't take many wraps. However, I do want to get as many wraps on the A because the break angle is not great on these. Just on the Fender, unless you get into 5-string territory where they get the extra string tree. There are better string trees out there. This doesn't have it. Okay, gonna let that rest right there. Get us some guitar grease. Graphite grease or paste, whatever you want to call it. I'll hold it out of the slot the best I can. There we go. The 85, we're going to do just a little bit different because I want to get as many wraps as I can out of this to push it down over the nut. This one, I'm going to take to about there. If it don't work, we can always cut a little bit off. Right? You're absolutely freaking right. Let that sit right there. Get some more guitar grease. Stick it in the slot. Do 2 more strings, I'll be back. See what kind of relief we got. Sitting right at about 12th thou. We'll see what it looks like in the morning. All right, boys and girls, we're back for day 2 on this made in Mexico Squier P-Bass, which has been radically modified. So, put new strings on it yesterday. We tightened the truss rod and came down here, retuned, stretched strings, retuned, and here we are again. So let's see where we ended up with our relief. So 3F57, and we're lifting the string just a little bit. Next thing is pickup height, 1/8 and 3/32. Bass side, 1/8. They're right there. That's good. 3/32 on the treble side. That's close. Raise that just a hair. Good. And then go down a little bit. Good. Okay, we don't want to mess with our have magnetic field messing with our intonation. Double check our string height. Oh, here we go. We can come down on the E string, which is actually a D string. Okay, well, I'm not going to bore you with all this. I'm going to bring everything up to 5/64. Okay, let's go through and double check, since we did change the saddle heights. Make sure that our pickups are still where we want them to be. Extra long screwdrivers. There we go. You see all kind of shielding in there too. Good. Good. To the intonation step. The final step. Just bouncing sharp, so that saddle's got to come this way. Okay. It's going flat and sharp, so I'm going to live with that. Plug it into the non-bass amplifier here, Roland Cube amp, just so we can make sure all the noises that come out of it may work. There we have made in Mexico, super modified P-Bass. That's a really nice bass. So if you'd like to see your guitar brought up to par, you can get a hold of us at stringmanguitars.com or at Facebook. Send us an instant message on the Facebooks, just like this guy did. We're getting into the fall season where the humidities are going to change and all that stuff. So get in line. Also, please hit the like, subscribe, and the little bell. I'd love you for a long time. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Take care of the old folks, because they're indeed special. Most of all, you have a good rest of your week. Sliding into the cold times. There was one other thing here. There's a sharp 13th fret. I just want to take care of that. I noticed that earlier. And I'm not fond of that kind of stuff. Take my little friend here. And we're just going to cure that. Oh, that's happier. That's all it needed. Okay. So anyhow, peace. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.